President Trump fires a broadside at one of America's leading cultural institutions, the Smithsonian, saying he wants to deny funding for what he calls improper ideology.
It's his latest step in trying to change American culture, which he feels has become too liberal. Political reporter Marcia Kramer joins us with more. Marcia.
Well, Alice and Dick, there are several things you need to know about the executive order. It was signed behind closed doors. The president named Vice President JD Vance as his enforcer. He also wants to restore statues and monuments of Confederate figures, many of which were removed after the rise of the Black Lives Matter movement. And many, many people are upset.
The idea that he's going after the Smithsonian is absurd.
Congressman Josh Gottheimer reacting to an executive order called Restoring Truth and Sanity to American History, in which President Trump takes aim at the highly respected Smithsonian institution, seeking to purge its 21 museums, libraries, research centers, and the National Zoo of, quote, divisive narratives and, quote, improper ideology. And he named Vice President JD Vance, who serves on the Smithsonian's Board of Regents, to enforce efforts to, quote, remove improper ideology from all areas of the institution. It is Trump's latest effort to go after universities and art that he considers out of step with the conservative values of his party. Museums in our nation's capital should be places where individuals go to learn, not to be subjected to ideological indoctrination or divisive narratives that distort our shared history, the order states.
Of course, on message for him, but totally against what we should be doing.
The order also directed the Secretary of the Interior to evaluate the removal of monuments, statues, and markers at federal parks and facilities that were, quote, removed or changed to perpetuate a false reconstruction of American history. People going to the National Museum of the American Indian here, a part of the Smithsonian, had this reaction.
I think it's a terrible idea.
Why is that?
Because this is all part of our collective culture, of all the various cultures and races that inhabit the United States.
I think the history of America is important, no matter what kind of history it is. I think it's all important to the United States, so I think it should stay.
The issue with Trump is that he is not pro-America, okay? He does not protect every individual that lives in this country. So he will be doing things such as that doesn't make any sense. He needs to understand that America voted for him, so he needs to protect every single American that's here.
Now, the president also ordered funding to improve Independence Hall in Philadelphia by next July, in time for the 250th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence. Spokespeople for the Smithsonian did not respond to a request for comment. Guys.
All right, Marcia, thank you.
Thanks, Marcia. President Trump also wants the U.S. Supreme Court to intervene in his plans to resume deportations of Venezuelan migrants who are suspected gang members. This afternoon, a federal judge extended his pause on deportations to El Salvador through April 12th. The White House is citing the Alien Enemies Act of 1798 to give the president wartime authority to quickly deport alleged gang members. The Trump administration is asking for an emergency ruling from the High Court.